What is up, flock? Phoenix here, and I wanted to take some time to talk to you guys about this new Limitless bottle from Coldest. So I was lucky enough to have Coldest send me one of these things to check out, and all I have to do in return is tell you a little bit about it. So today we're going to tell you how I've used this bottle this summer, this ungodly hot summer. I've used it two ways, for work and for relaxation. But today we're going to be focusing a little bit on the work side of things. So, you guys know, if you've watched my videos, this has been a very busy summer for me. Not only with the stuff going on with me, but also with my dad. Because my dad's health had a health scare a little over a year ago. And he's not gotten back to his normal self. So he can't really do much around the house, like chores and stuff. And unfortunately, my stepmom can't really help all that much because she has to help take care of her mom. So while she's taking care of her mom, I'm taking care of my dad. Dad's chores, I should say. The first thing being just mowing the lawn. He couldn't mow the lawn. Luckily now he's able to do it for short periods of time, but he had to have back surgery just a few months ago, and he wasn't allowed. He couldn't sit up for long periods of time. Definitely couldn't ride the lawnmower with the vibrations and everything. So it fell on me to take care of the lawn because my my stepmom doesn't like to ride the lawnmower. She'd rather push it, and he refused to make her mow the whole yard. So I had to be the one to hop on the ride around, mowing the lawn. And then when she wasn't around, I had to make sure he stayed out of trouble. So I would just sit on the lawnmower with my straw and just sip on my cold water while I made sure he stayed put. Because as soon as I turn my back, he's like a toddler. He really is like a toddler at this point. He pushes himself, and I have to, if he does something too strenuous, then I get in trouble from my stepmom. So yeah, it's like taking care. Anyway, so yeah, mowing the lawn was one of the things, and being out in the heat for a couple hours at a time, just having my bottle there just to take a sip, just to stay cool. That's one way. The other way is, so we had a pretty bad windstorm that come through a few months back, and it just took out like 5 of the panels for their fence. I think it's like a 13 panel length fence, and it took out 5 of them. So they were already planning on replacing it when my dad got better. But Mother Nature was like, we're going to speed up that process. So guess who got to carry those heavy panels by himself? This guy. So yeah. And it's been in the 90s, so it just, I don't think I would have made it, and without the coldest water bottles. I really don't, because I would probably be just like laying out, just waiting, just laid out in the backyard waiting for the rain to fall to cool me down, if it wasn't for just having non-stop cold water on hand. That's the huge plus of this Limitless bottle. It is now my biggest coldest water bottle, and I do drink a lot, so it does come in handy. I think was it 46 ounces? Yeah, 46 ounces for sure. And it comes in handy, especially on the riding lawnmower, because it fit in the cup holder, whereas my other ones don't. So that was a huge plus. Well, my other big ones, the small ones fit, but the big ones don't. So to have the biggest one be able to fit in cup holders is game changer for me. Absolute game changer. I don't think I would ever want another biggest another big coldest bottle without having the Limitless, where it gets smaller at the bottom to fit in the cup holder. I don't know what word I was looking for there. Anyway, so yeah, putting up the fence was another project of ours. It's still ongoing. We ran into some trouble because the neighbor decided to park his truck like right up against the fence, so we can't put it up until he moves it. And well, it doesn't run. So anyway, not only did we put up the new one, we tore down the old one, and so I did most of that, and then we had to load it up in the back of the truck, and then I had to run it off to the dump because Dad can't lift things. And again, he insisted on going with me and insisted on trying to help unload it. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Anyway, so there's just some few things I've been helping my dad with. But here at home, I've had a ton to do myself. So not only do I work here, and luckily enough, I work inside in this nice, cool air conditioner, but I still like to drink. And a lot of times when I'm sitting at the computers for hours on end, I go through a lot of drink, whether it be tea, lemonade, water, what have you. So having the Coldest Water Bottle, the Limitless Coldest Water Bottle, now being my biggest one, I can fill it up, and pretty much it gets me through. Like if I have to sit through a 3 to 4 hour stream, I can easily drink half of it in that time period. So if I'm sitting here rendering, editing, uploading, and all that stuff, I constantly have cold water on hand, or cold tea, cold lemonade, what have you. I have cold liquid to put in my gut, which always makes me happy, because like I said, I drink a lot, and I don't like being thirsty. One of my worst things is being thirsty. Anyway, so luckily enough, again, I get to sit in the cold air, but unfortunately, we had to move. So our old apartment is getting renovated, so they moved us to a temporary apartment, and for 2 days straight, this is no joke, for 2 days straight, I was drenched from head to toe with sweat, because they had propped the door open. They were moving stuff in and out all day one day, and then the second day I had to move whatever they didn't move, and then we had to move everything around. So for pretty much 48 hours, with the exception of the few hours I did get to sleep those days, I was just from head to toe drenched in sweat, which means I was drinking a lot more. And that's where this Limitless bottle came in clutch yet again, because not only the size, but the 3 lids. The 3 lids have been clutch as well, because when I'm doing mowing grass, whatever, I use the straw one because it's easy to pick up, especially when I'm sitting here at my desk. It's easy to pick up and just sip out of the straw. When we're doing other things where I just don't want it to get knocked over or anything, I use just the typical Coldest lid. But my favorite so far has been that chug lid. I know it's used for shaker bottles and all that. You don't need to. You don't have to use the cone. And that was my favorite thing about this bottle during those 2 days, because I was literally just chugging water. I think the 2 days that we were moving, I went through 3 Limitless bottles, and it's 46 ounces. The 46 ounce bottle, I went through 3 of them each day, and it was just a chug lid, just chugging down water, because it was too dang hot. It was just too dang hot. So not only did it come in clutch with being so big and carrying so much, but that chug lid was awesome. So yeah, that is the work side of things for the summer. Just a lot to do in this heat, and the benefits of this Limitless bottle is it's a Coldest water bottle, so it keeps stuff colder longer. Sometimes it even makes stuff colder than when you pour it in. I have numerous times put something in and it dropped a couple of degrees. So it is seriously keeps things colder than most of your other options when it comes to just a plain plastic water bottle, or the thick plastic bottles that you can get, all that. This thing keeps them colder longer. I mean, can even stay cold for up to 36 hours. I've had stuff for up to 48 hours stay cold. Can't beat that. And it comes with 3 different lids, 2 of which are leak proof. The straw one, if you tip it upside down, which, you know, accidents do happen, it does come out of the straw. But other than that, they're leak proof. You're not gonna leave puddles. You're not gonna have the condensation that runs down and leaves a puddle on the counter or in your car and all that. That is the benefits of this thing. So, highly recommend it. If you are interested in getting one of these bottles, head on over to coldest.com. You can check out my referral link down below. You click on that. You use Phoenix 10. You save yourself 10% at checkout. And you too can have a coldest summer. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, do me a huge favor, leave a like down below. It does help me out so very, very much, and I do appreciate it so very, very much. If you guys do want to see future videos, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you guys want to be notified whenever I do go live or upload a video, click the notification bell. As always, guys, thank you so very, very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.